A letter to Jesus from the Jordan Management Consultants. Dear Sir, thank you for submitting the resumes of the 12 men you have picked for managerial positions in your new organization. All of them have now taken our battery of tests. We have not only run the results through our computer, but also arranged personal interviews for each of them with our psychologist and vocational aptitude consultant. It is the opinion of the staff that most of your nominees are lacking in background, education, and vocational aptitude for the type of enterprise you are undertaking. They do not seem to have the team concept. We would recommend that you continue your search for persons of experience in managerial ability and proven capability. Simon Peter is emotionally unstable and given to fits of temper. Andrew has absolutely no qualities of leadership. The two brothers, James and John, the sons of Zebedee, place personal interest above company loyalty. Thomas demonstrates a questioning attitude that would tend to undermine morale. We feel that it is our duty to tell you that Matthew has been blacklisted by the Greater Jerusalem Better Business Bureau. James, the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus definitely have radical leanings, and they both registered a high score on the manic depressive scale. One of the candidates, however, shows great potential. He is a man of ability and resourcefulness, meets people well, has a keen business mind, and has contacts in high places. He is highly motivated, ambitious, and responsible. We recommend Judas Iscariot as your controller and right-hand man. We wish you every success in your new venture. Sincerely, the Jordan Management Consultants. Obviously, the 12 weren't picked because of their capabilities. They were just ordinary people, all different, so they weren't all the same, but all just common people. But they were chosen by the Lord because who they were capable of becoming. They were people, of course, who were already a part of what Jesus was doing, and he knew them by name. And it was that relationship that really was to make all the difference. And it's the same for you and I as well. And through our baptism, the Lord has called us by name, has immersed us in the very life of the Holy Trinity, and sends us out to participate in his mission of bringing his life and healing and freedom to bear to his people. And our only qualification, so to speak, is the grace of God, which, what more do we need? It all starts from who and whose we are. And we see that in our scripture passages today. In our passage from Exodus, the Lord is conversing with Moses, and he's reminding Moses to tell the people that they're meant to be brought into a covenant relationship with the Lord. He says that they are my special possession. What made Israel so special? The fact that God declared them to be special. Just like he declares each and every one of us to be his special possession. We heard in our psalm that he made us and his we are, his people, the sheep of his flock. This is nothing that we earn, it's just a pure gift from the Lord. As St. Paul tells the Romans that while we were still helpless, while we were still sinners, while we just sort of couldn't do anything on our own, the Lord loves us so much that he just still died for us, which in some ways doesn't make any sense apart from the depth of his love and mercy for the people who are his own, who are his disciples, who knows by name. So we're caught up into this great relationship with the Lord of all, but it's one that's meant to then overflow in our lives to those around us. Without cost, you have received. Without cost, you are to give. We heard in our gospel passage that Jesus saw this great crowd of people, and because the own lack of leadership among their leaders, they were just like adrift and troubled and abandoned, we hear. And Jesus' heart went out to them. He says he felt pity for them. It's not pity in the sense that we might use the word, just this deep, heartfelt, just aching for his people are lacking. Of course, he could have taken care of it all on his own, but Jesus chose and chooses to need us, in his body, the church, to have that same heart and to go out and help bring healing to a sick world. The last, year or so, I've really been, I've had this prayer that on a good day I pray, and on a bad day, which is many days, I just sort of forget. But it's, God, help me to know your heart for me and your heart for others. God, help me to know your heart for me and your heart for others. As we encounter Christ here in the Mass today, and then are sent forth to go and live and to share his life, I invite us to indeed have that be our prayer, knowing that we are God's special possession, but like Israel are meant to live that and share that out to the world around us, to our homes, our families, our workplaces, so the saving power of God's love may be known to others through us.